Canada's intelligence services say they are aware of the kind of disillusionment and, in some cases, despair that can lead young Canadians down the wrong path. More difficult to predict is when and how a person makes the decision to fully embrace jihad. Are our intelligence agencies capable of countering the threat, and what role do community leaders play in steering young people in the right direction? Our Mike Drolet looks into that angle for us tonight.
There's an unease with this story. 2 Canadians radicalized in Ontario dying overseas in a terror attack. And now, once again, all eyes are on our mosques and what happens inside.
That's such a fresh story. I think it becomes like, for us, I don't think people are surprised and shocked.
Outspoken moderate Tariq Fatah certainly isn't. He's one who believes radicals are recruiting like-minded youth all across the country, and it takes surprisingly little to push them over the edge.
They're not going to sports events, they're not going on dates, they're not going out to the movies. All they do is inculcate within themselves a sense of victimhood that is nourished in them.
We've seen it here before. In 2006, police infiltrated the group known as the Toronto 18, preventing a series of potentially devastating attacks. They were angry about the wars overseas and about drone strikes in Pakistan.
I don't think it's anything personal against Canada. I really believe that they get caught up in what's going on in the world, and a lot of them don't necessarily have any direction or any identity.
Mohammed Robert Heft is one who tries to bridge the gap between wayward youth and the broader Canadian society. He doesn't believe the situation is as dire as Fatah makes it out to be, but he admits it's a battle we're not necessarily winning. Funding is the big issue, both at the community level and with policing.
Our government, I think, right now is kind of like on stunned mode. We are relying exclusively on the police and on one security service, CSIS, to combat a problem where the United States has 16 organizations and other countries have at least 4 or 5.
So in a nutshell, keeping track of potential radicals is a near impossible task. And it's not just Canada that's failing in that respect. Overseas, report after report suggests an increase in foreign-born jihadists from European countries, the U.S., and yes, Canada.
Al-Qaeda and organizations like Al-Qaeda are beginning to infiltrate our society.
And if nothing is done to stem the tide, their numbers will only grow. Mike Drolet, Global News, Toronto.